Hi, this is Joe again with another review. I know it's been a while since I've done a review because I'm dealing with some stuff that I can't, talk about on social media, at least not yet. So for now, as a hopefully I'll do reviews as much as I can, when I can. So for the start of this video, since we're on the eve of the 2021 baseball playoff, Major League Baseball playoffs, figure it would be appropriate to discuss a baseball movie. And that's the subject of this review. We're going to be discussing the 1953 film, The Kid from Left Field. So of course it also had Anne Bancroft and Lloyd Bridges was the two main stars who have big careers after this film. Those are the two real, people who eventually become big names. But they're not really the main characters. Forgot who the actors were who played the two main leads. But anyway, this film is about this guy who works at a, kind of like a minor league team. He works at a peanut vendor, and who knows a lot about the game. He's kind of like a washed up, drunken, broken down ball player, and who taught his kid, who will eventually work as a bat boy for the team, all the in and outs of baseball. And the kid eventually gets hired as a bat boy, and he tells his father tells the kid, and the kid tells the ball players. So Clay Wano was played by Lloyd Bridges. What to do, what to look for, open up the stance, the batting stance, and some of the other final points. And eventually the team starts playing well, and the manager ends up getting fired. And because the management finds out that the players are getting tips from the bat boy. For this little kid, if he was like 8 years old, it's a lot. So what the management does, and the secretary is played by Anne Bancroft, by the way. About 14 years, this movie takes place about 14 years before two more famous roles that was playing. That's why I haven't done a video for a while, because I was sick for a while. Before she played 14 years before Anne Bancroft played Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate. So that's how early this film is in her film career. She plays the secretary, and they hired this little kid, to be the manager. But in actuality, it was the kid's father who tells the kid who to play, how to manage, what strategies to use, and stuff like that. And then eventually, the kid says, "Hey, why don't you hire my dad as the manager?" But unfortunately, that doesn't quite. He does eventually get hired, but not to the end of the movie. But meanwhile, the team actually plays well for this kid, believe it or not, because Sanas was acted like 40 years later when you had the movie Little Big League, where it was kind of a joke, but the players actually believe in this kid. And then the kid from that field, they actually believe in this kid, and they actually want to play well for him, which is completely different twist than in the movie Little Big League. At first, all the players would say, "Oh, this was a joke, and I'm going to play for this kid, yada, yada, yada." And then meanwhile, eventually, they do play well enough to almost get into the playoffs. Well, okay, this kid, the team does end up almost winning the pennant, but not really, but getting close to it, playing well enough. And then eventually, in the end of the movie, the bat boy's father is the one who actually does get hired as a manager, because he told the press, the management, that it's actually not really me, but my father's giving me these ideas, and I'm the one who does it. As a film, as a baseball movie, I think it's not a bad movie. It's just a stereotypical sports film at that time in the 1950s, which a theme that gets repeated in the movie I mentioned earlier, Little Big League. It's very, very similar to Little Big League in a lot of ways. But I feel this one is not as cheesy. It's 1950s cheesy, but not as as cliche as it was when Little Big League came out, because you never had that kind of a concept before where a little kid is managing a major league. I think it was really a minor league team. It's applied to minor league team, but it's a fictional team. But the team ends up winning with this kid. Meanwhile, it was actually the kid's father was actually the one who was actually running the team. And there was a little interesting love story between Lloyd Bridges' character and Bancroft's character. There's only really real love story in this film. But like I said, I know I'm trying to stretch out this video a little bit, but this movie is not really that much. I mean, it's a nice little baseball movie or a sports film. If you want to get your kids interested in baseball movies, you go to the Kid from Left Field first. Of course, in the 70s, there was a remake, or a TV remake, starring Gary Coleman in the title role. But I think I might have seen it, but I don't remember seeing that. I heard that version, but I never actually physically seen it. If I did, I don't remember it. But this was the original. The film I'm talking about is the original version, and it's not. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not a great baseball movie, but it's not bad. So that's my review of the movie The Kid from Left Field. Please click on the video, please rate it, please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com, that's all WDY, and rallyc.com, that's the homepage for Rally Reviewer, Christine Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.